Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Soredemo Sekai wa Utsukushii chapter 112. And make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the video because this is the last chapter of 2019. And I'm going to give you my thoughts of not only chapter 112, but of Soredemo Sekai wa Utsukushii in 2019 and what I hope to see out of this manga in 2020. So last time I covered this manga, we had a flat-out mutiny in the north. And they were trying to capture Nike, and luckily we got out of the castle, and fucking Neil sacrificed himself, and we got to see Neil's backstory, which was, Neil's backstory is so heartbreaking, it really is, and I really hope Neil doesn't die. Please don't kill Neil. I love Neil. Anyway, let's get to this chapter and see what happens next. I really don't want to end 2019 on a sad note. The current is too strong. We're almost there. Hold on tight. Livy, it's no good. This boat won't last any long. Oh God, oh no! Oh, a dog pulled them out. And chapter 100. Oh God, this chapter is chapter 112 is titled "Unbearable Sadness." So cold, and my body it feels cold. So cold, and my body feels like it's been torn. I can't move. What? What? Lukewarm? Oh, puppy! Oh, dog! From where? Hold on. Could you be Ryuka? Ryuka, you've gotten so big. How did you end up here? Besides, where am I? Am I the only one that was saved? Don't worry, the other two are also here. You guys are really lucky, falling into the lake in the middle of the Ice Kingdom's winter and managing to survive. Thank you. You're the one that helped me? It wasn't me. Ryuka was the one that found you guys. If Ryuka is here, Ursula must also... Princess Ursula isn't here. The fact that Ryuka is so attached to you must mean that you took very good care of him in the kingdom, right, Princess Nike? Even though my face isn't widely recognized like Livy's, who exactly are Princess Nike? You regained consciousness. I'm so glad. Galta, you wouldn't wake up for an entire day. I didn't know what to do. Galta, you're okay too. Livy? What about Livy? That's... Livy! His high fever wouldn't go down, but the medicine is working and he's gotten better. Oh God, I'm so scared for Neil though. Don't worry, it's not life-threatening, though he won't be able to move for a while. Are you kidding? I have to hurry and save Neil, otherwise... Livy, not right now. Let's wait for your body to heal. We don't know her true nature, but I don't mind. Stay as long as you need. Until then, we have no choice. This way, come quickly. The well is here. Use the water as much as you like. You can use all the firewood, too. But if you could bring some more from the forest by the lake, that'd be helpful. Got it. We're right in the middle of the town area, huh? That's right. Are you worried? I'm okay, but Livy might not. He's also easy to recognize, too. Mama, what is it this early in the morning? Delivering these. There's much more fruit than we thought, so we were told to bring them. I see, thank you. Even though I'll head over there in the afternoon, you might need them to cool down the fever, and the little ones are aiming for some sweets. All right, I know. Go on inside first. Wash your hands. Mama, are they your children? Of course not, as expected. There's an orphanage down the street. This place used to be a war zone, so there are a lot of orphans. No, this isn't the Promised Neverland, people. Or is it? I hope this ain't that type of mama. Oh, I see. Mama, we've brought all the things you requested. Thank you. Could you put them in the shed? And also, I want to say this about the dog. There's a reason why dogs are man's best friend, and they don't get fucking manipulated like humans do. Are those people also, are those people also orphans? Well, not exactly, but they kind of are. There's a lot of people going in and out. We don't want to attract any attention. His Majesty has had many enemies, and we're also being chased. Enemies? You mean Princess Ursula? There's that, but also the people in this town don't exactly have positive sentiments. That is true. And the Klaus group could also be lurking. You don't have to worry about that. It's my organization. Huh? What's with that bland reaction? Look a little more surprised. I'm Tartib class group's leader. The place is one of the bases we have around the world. Please stand back, Princess Nike. So hot-headed. No need to lose your temper like that. It's not like we're going to harm you guys, nor the Sun King either. Little ones have... So, what the fuck is going on? I'm so confused. I thought the class group was supposed to be evil. What the shit? Little ones, have you washed your hands? Yep. Sorry, you guys feel free to eat some too, while it's still hot. Thanks. This is class group's leader? The one everyone's so scared of? No way, the rebel faction's a normal-looking grandmother like this? So you must have things you want to ask me about, right? Well, remember in Promised Neverland, Mama was a nice-looking mother too. Until she wasn't. So goddamn confused right now. Are those kids members of the group too? No way! The orphanage is simply my hobby. Being the director is just one of my covers. Oh, and the staff there are also members of Klaus. This organization was originally created by my deceased husband. The purpose was to oppose King Leonidas' power that was rapidly spreading at the time. Group to take back the world from the Sun King? That kind of young adult fiction type of abbreviation. Well, it's because the great king basically did whatever he liked everywhere. We recruited people who held grudges, and before we knew it, the organization became pretty big. Incidentally, the name Klaus is an abbreviation of Group to Take Back the World from the Sun King. My husband is amazing. What is your group's goal, to demolish the kingdom? We can't do something on that scale. What Klaus can do till the bitter end is just a makeshift solution. But, you know, my husband said this. Instead of letting one group of people hold all the authority, wouldn't it be better to let the normal people living here decide things for the country with equality? That's like the scene I saw in Nephro's country. So let the people control the country? If that's the case, isn't a king unnecessary? I can't imagine a world like that. Well, that way of thinking is obvious in the current world, but you know, Princess Ursula really was interested in listening when she fled from the kingdom and she was sheltered by us. The Ice Kingdom is even more of a hierarchical society than the Sun Kingdom. Moving from the hierarchy that you were born in is something that you desperately cannot do, even if you work hard, even if you study well. You can only take on roles within your hierarchy. There's no freedom. That's what I think what she's talking about is something maybe similar to because the system that we saw in Nephro's kingdom was basically what we see in Britain, so to speak, where you still have the royal family as a symbol, or not just Britain, but like Japan, where you have basically the royal family there as a symbol, but you still have a government elected by the people, that kind of thing. It's the same with romance. Even though the country is gone, it's still like that? Hierarchy doesn't matter now. It was supposed to be like that. The rule has been set for so long, people are too rigid for any change. Oh God, ain't that the truth? There are people bearing grudges because the royal family was overthrown, people grieving the loss of the country, and people that are using those feelings as the opportunity to create a new system using the kingdom's power. Right now, this country is full of various desires that are all jumbled together without any direction for the future. Ursula, I met her in the castle just now after a really long time, but she's different from before. In the past, it seems like she was still wavering about her hatred and was hesitant about seeking revenge. Well, you know who changed her mind about that? That was Al. But now it's as if she's already completely made up her mind. The world's true ruler is going to be me. The Ursula from before wouldn't be able to say something like that. I don't know the details, but it seems a powerful noble that supported Princess Ursula withdrew for some reason. And while she was driven into a wall, there was someone that gave her some strange advice, aka Al. The people that are currently with her are considered a radical faction even within Klaus. I'm working in a separate system, so I'm sorry, but I can't stop her. So it ain't her fault. No, it ain't her fault. Around a month ago, she came here once by herself. That time, the look in her eyes had already changed. She came to leave Ryuka here since she said she was going to be busy for a while. After that, I haven't heard anything about her whereabouts. She seemed tired, but when I asked her if it wouldn't be better to rest here for a while, she smiled and said she can't rest regardless of where she is, so it's the same anywhere. She's been seeing the same dream often, so she couldn't sleep. In her dream, the people that died appeared and kept on calling out about their pain, asking her to hurry up and avenge them. To hurry up and send that guy to hell. And while I'm like this, that guy is living happily with Nike. When I think about that, I feel like I'm going to lose it. So I have to hurry up and destroy everything. The kingdom, the Sun King, everything, everything! Livy, what are you doing? You have to rest. Wait. Disappear. It hasn't disappeared. Nike, when I killed, Antonia, I thought the cycle of, hating and being hated, the cycle of hatred ended. But no, right now that same vortex that was in me back then is in Ursula, and it is going to, swallow up an, amount that is incomparable to what I did back then. Hurting others because you were hurt, Antonia, then me, and right now Ursula is at the end of that chain. With her blade raised, ready for the next sacrifice. Nike, why? I don't care about Ursula, even for the slightest moment, but knowing that at this rate, she's going to do the same thing to someone, it's unbearable. How self-centered. And sure, you're just embarrassed that many people are again going to fall victim to what you did? That could be, but you didn't say it well, or what? Atonement for your sins? You want Ursula to forgive you so that you can take it easy? No, that's not it. Not like that. I never thought about having anyone forgive me for the things I've done. I also have no hesitation about going to hell. How should I explain these feelings? I kind of understand what Livy's saying. Livy's saying that he doesn't want to see anyone else go through the same hell that he has. He doesn't want to see anyone else repeat going through the same cycle of hatred that he has. If he can stop anyone going through that same cycle of hatred that he has been through, that same hell, that's what he means. He doesn't give a shit about repenting his sins and all that. No, he wants to stop the hatred. That's all. How should I explain these feelings? Figuratively speaking, it's like when Olbia died. While I was simply being washed along, not knowing what to do, fate began to turn right before my eyes, and all I could do was watch the same sense of emptiness. And of course, remember who started that shit? It was Al. It all comes back to fucking Al. That's right, back then, the phenomenon that moves this world towards cause and effect, despair, anger, and overwhelming sadness. Unbearable sadness. I wonder why I'm not pitying that girl nor myself, but the same for her and for me in that position, simply welcoming that time, like how I had joy and doubt. She also has the same thoughts as a human, even though she had them. I see, this must be how Neil felt back then. Unbearable feelings like these. Sun King, if that's the case, you have to stop Princess Ursula. Basically, that's what he's saying what I said, but like in a more complex and better written way. If that girl is the same as you, the you that fell into hell, then the only one that can save her is you. The only one that can cut this chain of hatred that started somehow is you. I'm not telling you to offer your life. Simply confront her sadness. Exactly! The only person in this world that can share the same feelings you have right now is Ursula. And the true sacrifice, and the true significance of that is that you are the one that is going to save her. How boring. The one I wanted isn't this guy. Oh, is Neil alive? Is he even... Oh my god, thank freaking god! Is he even alive? He's still alive! Thank freaking manga gods, he is still alive! Romeo said not to be too cruel. If we let him live, he can become a bait for the Sun King. I know, I'm going to bed. Watch this guy properly this time. What's wrong? Is it your chest? It's nothing. It doesn't hurt. Just that sometimes it feels like something is overflowing and it's unbearable. And you know what that is? That's the sadness. And I gotta say, the end of this chapter was a huge relief because now we know Neil's still alive. Because last chapter really scared me because usually when we get chapters, like flashback chapters, or I should say backstory chapters like that, it usually means the character's gonna die. That's a foreshadowing of the death of the character, but oh my god. Oh god, thank god Neil's still alive. But I really enjoyed this chapter. So we found out the truth about class. That class overall was about, like, letting go of the hatred and the grudge. And I think that's so beautiful. And such a suitable theme, underlying theme, for this arc. Because remember how this arc started out. It started out about, with Livy's backstory. About how he met Al, and how, the cycle of hatred within Livy started. Which, and how he ended up, after he told Nike his story, he let go and felt that huge weight coming off of, lifting, you know, the weight of his sadness and the pain, just that huge weight came off of his chest, basically. And now he's going to do it for Ursula. He's going to comfort Ursula. He's going to lift that, he's going to help her relieve that sadness, that pain, that hatred, which of course, you know who started that shit was Al. And I love how the class organization is trying to achieve the same thing that Nephro's kingdom did. I think that's very interesting. But anyway, I think the writing for this chapter is very, very beautiful as usual. I really love what Sheena is doing here, in terms of describing the cycle of hatred and the sadness. And I love that, like, how Livy is describing it. Livy's like, no, and I love how the old woman basically figured out that she's like, no. Livy's like, no, I ain't talking about myself. I don't give a shit about myself. I already know I'm going to hell for what I did. I don't care about, you know, relieving my guilt. I know what I did. I'm going to hell. Fuck it. No, I want to prevent Ursula from making the same mistakes I did. And I love that it's not Nike that can save Ursula like Nike saved Livy. No, Livy's going to be the one to save Ursula, which I really, really like. Anyway, speaking of, let me give you my thoughts on Soredemo Sekai wa Utsukushii in 2019 as a whole. So, we got a lot of great shit this year from Soredemo Sekai wa Utsukushii. Like, when I first started covering this manga back in, God, I can't believe it's been a year since I started covering this manga. When Nike went into the darkness and we learned about the dragon and all that shit, which, you know, ties into where we're at now, which we're gonna see in which I know after we take care of the shit with Ursula, that's gonna be the next thing, by the way. Oh, I can't wait for that shit. Then we had the stuff with Nephro and his brother this past year, which was Nephro's arc was so freaking beautiful. I loved Nephro's arc. I am not gonna lie. The other thing I really loved was when Livy saved Nike when he went into the mist and saved him. Livy saved Nike. That was really, really good. Then I forgot, speaking of the Dragon God, which we're going to see the next dragon, I think, this next year. We got the message from the dragon as well. And then, before I forget, we got to talk about Ein, because I hope Ein is the one that saves Neil again, because that bromance is amazing. And we also found out last month, or recent, was it last month? Hold on a second. I think it was last month. Oh no, it was earlier this month. I'm sorry. Earlier this month, we found out why Ein and Neil have such a bromance. It's because they're family, and I love it so much. So seriously, Ein needs to save Neil. Please, 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 please make it happen. I needs it in my life. The other thing I'm really curious. The other thing that we got as well, and I talked about it a little bit earlier, which I'm going to talk about again, because that's like what really connected. What is like what was the start of this arc in all reality is Livy's backstory, because because how Al is connected to everything is so fucked up. Al is a piece of shit. The thing I cannot wait for, and I don't know if we're going to get it next year or not, but the one thing I cannot wait for is the confrontation between Al and Livy. That's going to be very, very significant. Because, like, we kind of understand somewhat where Al's hatred comes from, but, like, I feel, based on what we saw in Livy's backstory, but I feel like there's more to it, and I hope we get a even better explanation for it when the time comes. So I can't wait for that, and I know we're gonna see Al we're gonna see Al next year. I can't wait to see, like, we're gonna get to the ruins as well. Oh, I can't wait to see, because after we take care of Ursula, the next thing we're gonna go into is the ruins that are in the Ice Kingdom. We're gonna explore the ruins in the Ice Kingdom, and that's gonna be very, very fascinating. And that's where I think we're gonna confront Al, is in the ruins of the Ice Kingdom, and that's gonna be interesting. Do I think it's gonna be the final confrontation against Al? No, because Al is gonna pull some sneaky shit and escape, and then we're gonna go into the next kingdom. That's what I think is going to happen. But anyway, I'm very curious what you guys think of this chapter. Are you guys looking forward? I know when we get to Livy confronting Ursula, that shit is going to get emotional as freaking hell. Be prepared for tears. Let me know. And also, do you guys think that oh god, what's his name again? Shit, I forgot. Do you guys think Ein's gonna save Neil? Like, seriously, Ein better fucking save Neil. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Soredemo content. There's a few ways you can do that. You can donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, from me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.